I think one of the biggest challenges whenever you're designing the Ninja Turtles and doing a new version of them, they've been around for 30 years and there's been a bunch of different versions. So we went in, we really wanted to make them physically look different from one another so that they wouldn't have the same costume. They wouldn't physically look the same. You know, one guy's the tallest, one guy's the shortest, there's a skinny one, there's a big bulky one. So we really wanted to externalize their different personalities. You know, for instance, Leo's costume is kind of inspired by Native American because he's the chief. You know, each one of the guys, their costume kind of reflected their different personalities. And for instance, Raph, you know, he's got kind of a gladiator costume because he's the warrior, you know, he's the tough guy. So that was kind of the inspiration of, you know, we just kind of, their personalities were so developed already that we just kind of used that as a springboard to kind of drive their new look. Most of the performance was driven by the actors. They're kind of the heart and soul of the characters. And the big challenge for us in animation was, because these guys weren't the same size, was that we had to just make them feel bigger. So if an actor moved too quickly and you put it on the turtle might look too light and not heavy enough. So a lot of what we did was we had to slow down movements. We had to move arms out because the turtles were thicker. So a lot of what we had to do just had to do with the scale differences between the actor and the turtle. We had a fight choreographer who worked full-time on the movie, and he helped choreograph all the fight scenes, and he was really, really awesome. So we started with that, and the challenge with that, when we went in, we were going to choreograph a scene and just use it completely, just drop it into the scene. But what wound up happening was, while we were making the film, we wound up using pieces of different takes in the shots. So we would take this kick and that punch and put it into the shot and have to stitch it together. So a lot of the challenge for us was just putting all the pieces together and making it work as one shot. So yeah, that was a big challenge. But we did also draw some inspiration from previous martial artists. For instance, Mikey, he's a big Bruce Lee fan. So we thought it would be cool to, you know, incorporate some Bruce Lee moves into his nunchuck style. Thinking about it, all the stuff that succeeded on this film, like the snow chase, going into the second film, I would be really excited just trying to figure out how to top that sequence. I mean, how do we do something bigger and cooler than that? And I actually have some ideas, but I won't say.